All right, so I got the cowl out. These I'll put the washer reservoir back in. But I noticed this piece here fell apart. There was nothing on it, so I think there's a plastic bushing. Oh boy, I think there's a plastic bushing that goes over that. And it fits in this little, and I've got some of those for some of the other Chrysler cars I've worked on in the past, in Ram truck, Dodge D-Series trucks. So let me see, all of a sudden I broke this piece right here off the brittle for the, I didn't know you could reach down through the fins and unscrew it. So I snapped it off. No big deal. We can, we may be able to glue something to make over top of that, make it work. The reservoir was unplugged down here at this end also, so I'm not sure why that's unplugged. Guess we'll find out. But so we got to get the wipers working. Also, add that to my list. Well, I went into my stash and I did find one of those Chrysler style plastic bushings. It fits this piece here. It fits, seems like it fits it pretty good. A little loose on there. I don't know, I guess that's good enough. I don't do very many of these, one every couple of years. Thought they fit tighter than that though. But anyway, let's try it. If it don't work, we'll buy another one and maybe glue it in or something. But I need to put something to help it slide on this shaft right here, which appears to be boogered up somewhat. Can't tell what's going on there. I may take a picture with my phone and blow it up. Let me work on this a little bit, but maybe we can fix these wipers at least. I think I'll title the video, remove the cowl from a 91 Chrysler to fix wipers. I was going to do it to fix air conditioning, but obviously that ain't going to work. Well, as I was trying to connect these two pieces, I don't know if that's going to work. But while I was knocking it down with a rubber hammer, I got this one on pretty good. I think that's seated, I guess. But this one up here popped off on both ends. That's not good. Popped off right there, right in there. Let's see if I can connect it for you and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right there. That's the same bushing as this. That's the last bushing I got. So let me order some more bushing, another one of these bushing kits, and see what all comes in it. Because I was thinking the main drive from the motor was a bigger bushing. If that's the case, and I think it is, then we need to take that back apart. So until the parts come in, I'm going to pause this video. I'll be back with you whenever. Alrighty, we're back out here working on the Chrysler today. Got sidetracked. It's been about a week. But yeah, I said that I thought the main one, which I guess that's the main one right there. Anyway, there's three plastic ones. There's this one here. Focus, yeah. And that one, which I've already replaced. And then this one up in here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this, see it bolts on right here, and another bolt. I'm gonna take that piece there out and take a picture of how I've got it clocked and everything, which I guess I need to do that. It's pretty straightforward. And we're going to put that on the bench. It'll be a lot easier to assemble this on the bench, which will give me some practice on these clips, because I bought these clips. Let's see if I can get this thing to focus. Two-piece windshield wiper clips meant for most vehicles, and it's got some beautiful little Chinese writing. Don't you love that? And then these here also, linkage bushing, compatible with Chrysler. Looks like the same thing as what we've got on there, so I think we're okay with that. So we should be able to have this back together here soon, and then we can see if it's raining today. It'd be a good day to test it. Let me pull that piece there off, and we'll put it on the bench and workbench. Why are we not focusing? There we go. So I'll be right back, guys. But you know what? Before I do all that, let me make sure this wiper motor is actually working. So let me move this out of the way right here. Get it out of the way. That piece there. All I'm worried about is this right here. Just want this one arm to turn right there. So let me turn the wipers on. See if they actually actually do. I think I tried them. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I tried them, but just to make sure. Well, I'm getting old and I can't remember nothing anymore. Let's see here. Insert the key. Damn it, wrong key, Bob. It's tough doing things with one hand. Cut that off. Not used to the car yet. Okay, here's the wipers. All right, I hear the motor running. Oh, let's make sure. Let's just make sure. Oh, it's on delay too. Got it on low now, so it should be wiping constantly. Yeah, man. All right. So let me take this piece off and we can put this thing together. Okay, those two bolts take a a 3/8. Let's see if I can get you focused here. I don't know if you can see that or not. 3/8. And right there. And then one behind this, I broke that. I think I broke that washer nozzle piece. So we'll have to look at that. But may not have no windshield wiper washers until I fix that. I'm not going to video me taking that. It's just 2 bolts, and that thing will just fall through the bottom. And then when you put it back in, I'll show you just go in through the bottom. But save on the editing and useless video of a guy taking 2 bolts out. So I'll be right back as soon as I get that out. Okay guys, so you can see it's laying right here. All I did was, it ended up having 3 screws. One here, one up at the top that I didn't see, and one over here. I took the 2 screws out, they still wouldn't come out, so all you do is let it fall down, just pull it right out. It's as easy as that. Let me do that again while you're on camera. Let it fall down, if you take all 3 screws out and just pull it right out. And sit it on the bench over here on the work table. And let me get to working on it. All right guys, so I got this one in and I just loosened it up, but I put it in the bench vise and pressed it all together. In my opinion, it's best to put the bushing in this piece here first and then press the entire assembly onto the stud that goes for this wiper pivot. So we got to do this side here next, okay? Oh, and by the way, I just used what was that, 17 millimeter little cheap made in Taiwan socket to use as my little device, my little tool. So it worked out pretty good. I put a little WD-40 around it. All right, once you get it pressed on, it's going to bottom that white plastic bushing out all the way to the bottom of this piece here, the pivot arm. So just take a screwdriver and just kind of work it up, and you want to just work it up off of the bottom to reduce friction, and then it will pivot easily. A while ago I couldn't pivot it at all. I'm still doing this with one hand, but that's much more like it. Much more like it. And it'll be good to go because this piece here fits in a little groove, as you can see. Maybe you can't see it. And just get it off the bottom. You're good. All right, so I'm gonna take this other wiper linkage off here too. Just removing the 3 bolts like I did the pivot on the other side, and I'm gonna take it loose at the wiper motor here, and I think that's got a spline or a keyway on it. So I'm gonna put a little mark on it to make sure I put it back where it's supposed to be. And then we'll put this on the bench and we'll assemble the whole thing as an assembly, and it should go right in there. Okay, now I took the bolts out to hold the pivot in. I took that nut out right there. It was loose, by the way, and you can see it is keywayed right there. I marked it. Man, it's got all the pieces. Look at that. All right, so let's assemble all this thing as a unit. Okay, so as I said, I think I told you the kit came in 49,439 from Dorman. This looks correct. The bushings are kind of hard, and I can't get them to fit in there. And I can get this top one, this one here, to go on halfway. Let me show you here. You see it snaps on halfway, but it won't go the rest of the way. It needs to go down to the bottom. So I'm assuming we need to put them in the arms first here, and then press them, and they only go one way. This, you can see, it's smaller on this bottom side here than it is on the top side here, and so they would have to go like that. And let me see what I can do. It said something about put them in boiling water. I can try that, put them in boiling water and see if that helps any. And then we got to make sure we got to orientate these right where they'll go on correctly. I think this side here goes on first. This is the passenger side. It goes on first, and the driver's side goes on top of that, I believe. But let me see if I can heat them up with some boiling water and get them at least get them inside here, and then we'll go from there. Okay, guys, so I got it put back together. These end pieces were fairly easy. I just put those in some hot water and got them kind of soft and pushed them through. Wasn't that hard at all. And I had to take a screwdriver and just kind of work them in a little bit. This one in the center here, though, I'm not sure this is correct. That's what the bushings I was able to come up with. Not sure that's right, but that's how it's back together. And it came with this piece here. It came with two of them, which I'm thinking of for this end here, one for each end. But you don't really need. I've never used these pieces here on these end pieces. They hold pretty good. This here, though, that's I don't know. I thought maybe I could bend the tabs up under, but it won't go down enough to bend this tab up under. So I want to install it and see what happens. If that don't fix it, I guess I'll have to reach out on one of the forums. See if somebody's got a copy of a shop manual they can send me or something, and what parts I may need to buy. I don't think you can buy this part, so if this don't work, I may have to make a bushing and drill a hole in here and just put like a pin through it, like a dowel pin or something. And I don't know what else to do. So let's put it on and see what happens. Oh, by the way, I did use a little lithium grease, but not much. A little spray. And but the biggest thing was just putting it in hot water. Now I took this piece here, I forgot, I put this piece here in the freezer for about 36 hours. And it slid on pretty good. Just a little light coating of lithium grease, and this into hot water, boiling water for 2 or 3 minutes, and got it soft where you could take a pair of needle noses and just kind of pinch it and it would soften. It was real soft, so it popped on pretty easy. All right, folks, so the wipers are working, the windshield washer is working. The driver's side is working real good. Let's push this little button right here. Look at that. Slow it down a little bit. You can see it a little better. So we got water coming out of both sides, and a lot on the driver's side. So I am happy. I need to take it back apart to put the cowl back on it, but that's no big deal. And I think I broke a couple of clips, but I got an assortment of plastic clips. Should be able to put it back together, no problem. And a little rubber seal for the hood, and then we'll be done. Right now I'm going to pull it out of the shop because I got a customer needs to come in here and do some help him for a little bit. All right, that's going to end this video. Wasn't that big of a deal. Everything seems to be working. You saw how I did it. So I had one guy on there that said I did it wrong, but everybody else gave me the thumbs up. So I asked the guy that said I did it wrong, well, what did I do wrong? He didn't reply. So some of these trolls out there. But anyway, folks, hit that thumbs up. This 91 Chrysler, we're just trying to get it back together. It was, as I said, it was sitting under a tree, hadn't been running 2 years. Done a lot of work to it to get it this far. A lot of money. We're well over $4,000 in this car now. Getting close to $5,000. So it's probably not worth that, people say, but if I can get some enjoyment out of it and drive it, the next thing we gotta do is fix the air conditioning. It's working, but it's not blowing out cold enough air. So we got to get in there and figure out what's going on there, because it's getting ready to get hot. So thank you for watching. Share this video. Look at some other videos we got. We're trying to save these old cars because the new cars they're coming out with are expensive and interest rates are high. And they don't give you crap for your trade-in.
And the new cars break down. It's really bad. So if you can keep this old ones going, pocket some of that money and maybe invest it. And that's the way to do it. I think times just changed, unfortunately. If you need a new car, then by all means get one. But if you got some mechanical skills and some tools, watch my video, my channel, and some others, and they'll show you how to keep these old cars running. All right, folks, Bob out.